Ray is helping you. She's digging a hole for you to get your sample. Oh, wait, never mind. She's going to the bathroom.
Don't sample there.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to our off-grid homestead, our very frozen off-grid homestead that we're building from scratch here in North Idaho. And we've got some fun work scheduled, getting some stuff done in the greenhouse today. Let's cruise in here, look at what we're gonna do, and man, we're gonna do some science-y stuff here coming up. So our greenhouse, man, you wanna see what it looks like come winter, although it's still fall here in North Idaho, but it's kind of like winter everywhere else. A lot of stuff is dead already. Colin and I are gonna be working on cleaning all of this up and getting it ready to go. I waited a little bit long over here on our grow bed, which is like in a couple of months, we'll start actually using it. And I'll show you kind of how all of that works. And hopefully we'll get that working again, but it's frozen right now on accident because I waited too long. And then we're gonna do the sciencey stuff, soil samples, and like finding out what we need to do to our soil to augment it so that next year we have like a super jungle in here and not just kind of like a mediocre garden. All right, we got all the dead and dying plants pulled out of the ground, harvested a whole bunch of carrots and beets. And now, guys, we're gonna come out here to the compost pile because, check it out, I got this. I found this in the garage the other day. We're gonna see what the temperature is in there. I don't know, it seems kind of frozen in there. I don't think it's doing its job. It's a little bit warmer. It's pretty cold in there. So I got the temperature thing kind of in the middle. It's 44 degrees in there.
Considerably warmer though.
Yeah, 44.7, 44.9. All right, so now what do? We got ashes, we got the stuff from in there, we got this, but I think that's all frozen.
Hey guys, it's been a while. I've been off the videos for quite a while, maybe a month now, but I'm back and I'm going out to check on Colin and Marty. I have brought a bowl and a spoon so that we can take soil samples and try to amend our soil in the greenhouse. So hopefully we will have an even better harvest than we did this year. Well, hello, Water. Hello, are you helping? Whoa. What'd you do to my garden? Wow, it seems even bigger with no plants in here. Look at all that moss too. I'm so surprised. We haven't had the water in here for like, what, 3 months now?
I think maybe we overwatered.
Really?
Maybe, like, I don't know, why would you have so much moss in your garden beds if you didn't overwater? What do you think?
We had some algae growing too, so I think we definitely overwatered.
Chalk it up to being newbies. I brought you a bowl
Okay.
and a spoon.
Thank you for our lunch.
This is the little baggie that they gave me.
Thank you. Western Laboratories. Jules went to the U of I Ag Extension office here in town and got us like the form how you're supposed to do your soil sample and then the little baggie. So she's gonna actually go mail this tomorrow. And so that way, hopefully, we'll get the results back before we have to publish this video for you guys. And at the end of the video, if we got them back, then we'll tell you what the results are and what we have to do to make our greenhouse even better than it is.
Watts is gonna help you.
Ready?
He's a good digger. Yeah, sorry.
We're gonna take 4 samples from each of the rows.
Ray is helping you. See? She's digging a hole for you to get your sample. Oh, wait, never mind. She's going to the bathroom.
Don't sample there.
Is this like the cat's winter toilet?
I think so. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. If you're garden savvy, what do you think about putting the chickens in the greenhouse for the winter? Right, like we get it cleaned up like this. Do it earlier though, but bring the chickens in here and just let them kind of go crazy and go to the bathroom all over the place, and maybe you think that'd be a good idea or a bad idea?
I do think that is a good idea theoretically, except that we're going to want to plant in here before the chickens could be put back out.
Right, they're outside right now. Like we could carry them all over here right now, put them in here, and then carry them all back over when we're ready to plant.
I guess that would work. For some reason, I was thinking that wouldn't be good for them.
Yeah.
To be moved from in here to out there in the spring. But maybe it doesn't matter because we're going to be wanting to plant in here early.
Yeah, but like we're going to start in our grow bed thing right there, the seed starter.
Right.
And so like they'll get up on top of it and they'll poop on top of that thing.
That's another not good reason.
I mean, we could clean
protect,
it off.
And we could protect that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it is a good idea.
Maybe for next winter.
After we learn more.
Yeah, after they tell us whether it's a good idea or not.
Okay, we're counting on you guys.
Oh yeah, and check this out, man. We planted cilantro seeds here. Cat, get out of the cilantro, dude. The parsley, right? The parsley's going crazy still. And it looks like super healthy, super green. And then I need some more advice. What are these two things? What is this plant right here? It looks like that. And what is this? I'm tempted to think this is a weed, but I mean, it's growing so good right here. It's spreading and I just don't know. I tasted it, but I mean, it doesn't have any flavor that I recognize. And this one too is like, that one tastes like something, but the other one doesn't really taste like anything. What do you guys think? I don't know what those things are.
Oh man, she just did a big number 2.
Really?
Can't you smell it?
No.
Oh,
I don't want to smell it.
It's like dog size.
Dog size number 2 coming from the Fatso cat. Was it Fatso or Chubby?
Which one do you call Fatso?
Fatso's Watts.
It was Chubby then.
Chubby did it. It's 36
nice.
degrees in here.
She didn't like that name.
Why not?
Because she's a girl.
Well, that's why she's chubby.
She's just healthy.
She's chubby, dude. And that's
You're doing a really good job.
Fatso. But they're only chubby and fatso in the wintertime. In the spring, they'll be all thinned out. Summertime, nice and lean, killing machines.
You know what I can't wait for?
It does smell bad.
I can't wait for all the snow peas next year.
I know it.
That was actually my favorite thing this
Yes.
year. That and the tomatoes and cucumbers. I love both of those. But the snow peas probably top everything. What about you, Colin?
I like the tomatoes all the time, but definitely probably the okra.
Oh, did you eat it?
Yeah.
Yes, we should do more okra. And the snow peas too. I think we should run them from all the way across this time, like the whole thing down. What do you think?
That'd be cool, yeah.
What was your favorite thing?
Probably the snow peas and the okra and the tomatoes and the
probably?
peppers.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
peppers.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, the peppers were really good.
I love the broccoli. I'm hoping that the broccoli will do better this year after we've amended it.
Yeah.
The broccoli was good, and it did grow really big, but I feel like it could have done better. Alrighty, open this guy up. Oh, mix it all together.
Oh, yeah.
I bet nobody knows what that comes from.
Let's mix it all together. But you got to say it in that voice.
You do it.
Let's mix it all together.
That was great. Sounded country.
I know.
It's from Nerdy Nummies.
Look, there's even plastic in there. Let me break them up with my fingers. Just clods.
Where's the plastic?
I don't know. I saw it in there though.
The white stuff?
Yeah.
I think that's fungus.
Oh, fungus.
Fungi is all in there.
Right there.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh. We're not gonna have enough.
Really?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, we know where to get more.
And we know where not to get more.
Nope, we don't have enough, then.
Really? Oh, why'd you do that?
Because we got to mix up whatever else we get.
Okay. How many more spoonfuls do you think we
We need like double.
Oh, wow. Okay.
One more spoonful?
Wow. Thanks, Colin.
Oh, that's a lot. Wow. Okay, let's mix it all together.
You got to do the right voice.
Mix it all together. What if they come back and say, your soil's perfect? Then we got to figure out why stuff wasn't growing well.
We don't have green thumbs.
Yeah, that could be, huh? It's kind of like a bag of coffee. About it right there.
Some duck roast.
Perfect. Yeah, that's right. Let's say it's like drinking mud.
So this one goes to where in Idaho?
This one goes to Parma, Idaho, Western Laboratories, serving agricultural science since 1973.
Sweet.
Ooh, that's 51 years. So some of you guys are wondering like about our greenhouse and like how we built it, where we got it, and all that kind of stuff. Well, we've got a whole like video series of building the greenhouse, but it is a Rimmel greenhouse. I'll put a link down in the description below where you can like check it out and see, you know, like greenhouses like this. We never finished it, guys. There's a couple little pieces of trim that we got to put on, and we're going to try to do that today if it's not too cold and frozen out here to do it. But I think we're going to have to cut some of the siding, which is going to be a pain to do if it's frozen, because I'm frozen.
What you doing?
This is the trim. Unfortunately, it's like muddy and frozen, so we're going to have to take it inside and clean it up. That way it just doesn't look like totally cheesy, but it goes on here like this, which means we've got to cut back the paneling a little bit, like an inch. So it's not too bad cutting it vertically because you cut it in these grooves, but the horizontal one's kind of a pain to cut. But we might have to cut the top too. We'll see. Yeah, so we got to cut that off.
Good morning, sun's rising. Don't let the light in. I breathe in this feeling. Don't need to fight it. Down on my street, follow my feet. Feel the sun on my skin. Bells ringing, birds singing. Hello, good morning.
That looks like a good fit. Nice. Check out this latte that Sarah made. It's beautiful. Your wife's got skills.
Oh yeah.
Marty, you should try it.
All right, I'll try it.
It's like very professional.
It is, yeah, gross though. Lattes are for girls too.
I think a lot of men would disagree with you. Write down in the comments if you disagree with Marty.
Lattes are for girls.
Guess that makes me a girl.
Uh-oh. And a lot of other men. Hey, you guys.
Yeah.
Look at where Watts is sitting.
Right on top of the pooper.
Nice and warm for his bottom. Water, is that a good spot for you? This is the top of our septic tank. And if you'll notice where there's no snow, this is the septic tank. And then also where our leach line is where you'll see the least amount of snow. And the cats really like to hang out right here. Yeah, that's a warm spot. You're so funny. You're smart cats, that's what you are.
The trim is on. Show you here. It just looks like that. It just kind of closes this up so that there's no gap right here. But anyway, it goes up, goes over, comes down. So now the greenhouse is finally 100% finished, man. Took a long time, but it was just that last little bit of trim. Now we're going to turn in our soil sample and get the results back, which will probably be the next segment right after I say, let's see what the soil sample says. So we made it back in time with our lab results right here. This cool, colorful chart tells us all types of data about our soil. And Jules, what did they say about our soil?
So via email, they sent our results back to us, and then we emailed them to a lady at the Ag Extension so that she could help us understand all these details. And so from what she said, we have good soil. She said it's sandy loam is the texture, which is better than clay because it won't compact as easily, but it might dry out a little bit faster than clay. She said that our pH is neutral, which is okay for most vegetables, that they prefer it between 6 to 7, and ours is 7.1. There are 3 things that we're low on, which she recommended that we amend, and that is our nitrogen, our calcium, and our sulfur.
All right, so since our nitrogen is low, she said that's pretty common because plants like use up a lot of it when they're growing, so they kind of exhausted it over the last growing season. But she said based on that, we probably they could use 1 to 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet of a fertilizer, nitrogen-based fertilizer. We could use ammonium nitrate, which would help bring up some of the other stuff as well. So she says, so for a general fertilizer, she says that we could look for a good source of nitrogen. There are synthetic blends and also like non-synthetic, I guess, natural sources. What do you think about synthetic nitrogen fertilizers versus non-synthetic? But the one that she recommends would be a 21-00, meaning it's 21% nitrogen, has 0 phosphorus and 0 potassium. But we could use that, and then we still need to bring up, what do you say, calcium, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, our calcium and our sulfur is low. So then we could add something else in there to bring the calcium up, such as oyster shells or oyster shell fertilizer. That has a lot of calcium in it. Or we could use ammonium sulfate as a fertilizer, which is 21% nitrogen, but also adds in the sulfate that we need for the sulfur. So it's a little bit complicated, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, the calcium nitrate, she recommends 6.5 to 12.9 pounds of fertilizer per 1,000 square feet of garden space. Yeah, or like one here that she says, which is kind of interesting. She says that we could use blood meal, so which is only 12% nitrogen, but you can get some other cool stuff with it as well. So that one she recommends 8.3 to 16.6 pounds of fertilizer per 1,000 square feet.
So we definitely have room for improvement.
Yeah, there's definitely room for improvement. I don't know though. What do you think about the fake stuff, right? The chemicals from the lab versus like blood meal? Like what kind of blood does that come out of? Yeah, it's like cow blood or something?
I don't know.
I bet, man, when they slaughter the cows, I bet it just, and then it goes down into a drain hole somewhere into buckets and they evaporate it.
Sounds like a good idea. I don't know.
What do you think, man?
Yeah, that sounds pretty gross. She did say that we have quite a bit of organic material. Like you can see on here, the percent organic material, 14.4, which is very high.
Very high.
So, but she said that will help hold more nutrients in the soil. So, I mean, that's pretty good.
Maybe that's because, if you guys remember when we planted that, remember we put in all of those bags, like we just laid out those bags of garden soil and busted them open and tilled it in?
That's probably why our texture of our soil is sandy loam and not clay. Because the rest of our property is probably clay.
There's a lot of clay.
But inside the garden is the sandy loam. That would be my guess. Yeah. Because we brought in quite a bit of topsoil.
And too, like when we were digging down for that soil to fill in, it kind of got down into that silty, that real silty powdery stuff.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't as compact.
So I don't know, guys. I would really like to know your thoughts though. Down in the comments below about
what do you recommend?
What are your thoughts on the chemicals versus the more organic-y kind of stuff?
What fertilizers should we use?
Yeah. Well, guys, that, my friends, is going to do it for this video. And we hope that you have a really great day. Keep smiling.